DOMA Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, something that happens from time to time in boxing, right? And we kind of let it slide, you know? We let it slide all the time. We have this nostalgic romance with some of our fighters, some of our legends, and sometimes we just would say that these guys are better than guys that are fighting now, or we get these fantasy matchups, and we'll just say guys that we liked, especially people who've lived through times of fighting. And if you lived through that, a fighter, and he was hyped at the time or awesome at the time, that fighter, when you were younger and impressionable, you're going to believe they can beat all of them ones that are fighting now. That's just how it is, man. Back then, man, those dudes was really this and they was that. You know what I mean? And we all do this, right? We all do this. So it is what it is. But one of them that gets me, right? And I'm just going to say this, preface by saying this. People go as far as you let them, right? They go as far as you let them. If you keep letting them act up, they're going to do it. You keep letting them get away with stuff, they're going to do it, right? Why won't they? One of them, we got legend, 6th division world champion Manny Pacquiao. I know. Most people say 8th division. I just don't, because I think we have 17 divisions, and if you're going to be called a division champion, then it shouldn't have been a catchweight. And I also think that only the 4 sanctioning bodies count. That's enough that should count. The WBA, WBC, WBO, and the IBF. That IBO, that IBA, and all them other championships we got, stuff, don't get it twisted, interim titles, franchise titles, and all that old stuff. All that stuff don't count, right? When we're talking this, because it's not good against the legends that fought before that didn't have all these junior middleweights, junior welterweights, and stuff like that. They only had, what you had? Feather, light, welter, middle, light heavy, and heavy, right? Then we went from that to 17. So that's how I roll, right? You ain't getting no credit for an IBO title, which they give Pacquiao. You ain't getting no credit for no catchweight fight. You know what I mean? When we got 17 divisions, you can move up. If it's 126, then the next one's 135. Then after that, it's 147. Matter of fact, even not from 135, you got 140 now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of divisions. So that's what I'm just saying. Then you have the 5-division champion, Floyd Mayweather. Right? Now, Oscar De La Hoya, who's the champion, has come out recently and said Manny Pacquiao would beat Floyd Mayweather in their primes. Right? He says Manny Pacquiao's footwork, speed, determination, power been too much for Floyd Mayweather. I think that's just ludicrous, right? I know that people say things, it makes people feel good, right? It makes the people feel good, but I just understand why we try to do this within America. We try to make these people feel good. America has an immigrant problem. Like, people just don't see, people are still trying to go to America. Don't you see the despicable people there? Why do you keep wanting to go by them? That's ridiculous to me. But anyway, right? We trying to cater to people here. Manny Pacquiao ain't beating Floyd Mayweather in no kind of prime or nothing. And we have proof of it. It's not like we got to make a fantasy match of this. Right? That's one of them. Pacquiao is not as good as Floyd Mayweather and never was. And I like Pacquiao more than Mayweather. But because of the racism involved, I'm not having it, right? If I just, if that was just, if it wasn't like it is in America, I would definitely be a Pacquiao fan more than Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? I would not want to like Mayweather, but Mayweather handles his business. He's definitely the best. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, why we keep wanting to beat somebody else? I'd say this again. I don't like Michael Jordan or LeBron James, but them the best guys running around. I mean, I'm a Hakeem Olajuwon dude, so but let me just make sure that's clear. But I'm just saying, Michael Jordan was on another damn team, so I ain't liking him. He's on another team, but he's awesome. LeBron James was on other teams until he finally came to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got a little love for him. Plus, he's getting older now, so I'm getting love for him. But I didn't want him to come to the Lakers. I wanted to try to beat him wherever else he was. You know what I'm saying? So Mayweather was awesome, but I wasn't going to like him. But I'm not going to say this. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather could have fought earlier, right? And Pacquiao didn't want to take a dope test. So they would have fought a little bit earlier. I think he would have called that the prime. They did fight, and Mayweather was older. So, I mean, that ain't prime. It's 36 and 37 years old, respectively. Mayweather's the older guy and beats him. Pacquiao, 7, 8 losses. Mayweather has none. Pacquiao, when he was younger, so is Pacquiao's prime during the Marquez's fights, when any of those in the prime, he went tooth and nail with Marquez all the time. There's no separation between the two. If you take all 4 of their fights, there's really no separation between those two, is there? Mayweather fought Marquez too. You guys do know that, right? There's distance, a whole lot of distance there. And matter of fact, Mayweather was off 2 years. Came back, and that was a warm-up fight. And he distanced himself by far. There's nothing close about it. And people were, Mayweather was heavier. Okay, a lot of people who like to say about rehydration and guys are weight bullies, on the night of the fight, Mayweather was a pound heavier. On the night of the fight. I know that the Marquez came up 2 weight divisions. But on the night of the fight, Mayweather was 1 pound heavier. And there's a whole lot of separation there. This one is not close. This one is not up for debate. I know we like Pacquiao and everything, but it's not up for debate that he could beat Mayweather. You had a chance to fight him, and you lost. You had a chance to fight him earlier for the most money way before that you ever would have made, and you didn't want to take a damn dope test. It's suspicious. I know the people got mad at Mayweather for asking him, but it's America again. Or New Russia, excuse me. It's them. But if we're just being fair, stop dissing Mayweather, man. We saw a great guy only in 1 damn close fight. And, you know, Pacquiao, he's not beating Mayweather in any time. I mean, not saying he can never have beat him. You know, if they fought 10 times, Pacquiao going to win maybe 3 of them just because it's boxing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying like he ain't go, you know, man, he ain't never going to win. But Mayweather is the better fighter. And it's not really close, guys. Come up with somebody else. You know, say Mayweather versus Pernell Whitaker. Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Leonard. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you one. Here's a good one. Mayweather at welterweight versus Thomas the Hitman Hearns at welterweight. That's a good one, because Thomas the Hitman Hearns, I think Mayweather, Mayweather could have probably did him like Sugar Ray Leonard did in that first fight. Probably if Mayweather could take a punch, and Mayweather can, right? But he's going to be pieced up. And Thomas could put your lights out with 1 punch. Roberto Duran had a good chin, but not against Thomas Hearns. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably, if you say somebody at welterweight against Floyd Mayweather, I think the matchup would be Thomas Hearns was probably be the hardest one. I think I would say after that maybe Sugar Ray Leonard or something. But Mayweather is ridiculous. Pacquiao's good too, but he had 7 or 8 losses, a whole lot of fights. And if his prime was over when he fought Mayweather, that's because of all the punishment he took in his fights. You know what I'm saying? So no, guys, and no Oscar De La Hoya. And here's another thing. It reminds me of Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis. Well, Mike Tyson, man, in his prime, he gonna beat Lennox Lewis. No, he ain't. You know, Mike Tyson, when he came out, you know, anybody that lived through it, you was younger, right? You was younger when Mike Tyson would come out with no shirt on, just his trunks and just his damn shoes, scaring people, come out with music that was awesome, or just a bass line, or just a sound, scare the hell out of people. Ask Bruce Seldon to the day. I'm like, man, Bruce, did you lay down or what? Man, Bruce Seldon, you got all them big things, or big neck and top fit. Bruce, I don't know. You know, Mike Tyson was scared the hell out of people. But Lennox Lewis, you're not beating him, not even your prime. And here's the same scenario. They fought. And we say, well, Mike Tyson's prime was over, right? But here's the thing. Just like Pacquiao, you could have fought earlier. Mike was never, ever trying to fight Lennox Lewis. You see what I'm saying? And here's another thing. Mike Tyson fought Tony Tucker right when he was scaring people. Right in that time when everybody's talking about, ooh, when he used to walk out. Yeah, right in that time. Yeah, he had a problem with Tony Tucker, right? That was a good fight. Lennox Lewis is on Tony Tucker's level. I would put him even above Tony Tucker. I ain't gonna disrespect no Tony Tucker. Tony Tucker was a bad boy at that time too. All right, I would like to see a rematch with Mike Tyson, but I think Lennox Lewis is better than Tony Tucker, and he's got that size on Tony Tucker, and a little bit more power, pop, right, and definitely a better uppercut. So he's winning. You know what I'm saying? And that happened then, so we forget those fights, you know, because Mike Tyson come in, and he knocking everybody out, beating real good fighters, and, you know, getting rid of them. Mike Tyson's bad, but we just kind of have that nostalgia, man. It wasn't nobody was going to. Yes, Lennox Lewis was there then, and it was a reason why he didn't get fought. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, Riddick Bowe didn't want none either. There's a reason for that. Lennox Lewis beat everybody he fought. Everybody. Think about that. Just like Floyd Mayweather did. Everybody he fought got their ass whooped. That's not a coincidence, guys. I mean, 6'5", 250, you know, you're going to have a problem. And we have the proof of when they fought. But hey, the guy that we like, his prime is over because he did some stuff. Manny Pacquiao's prime is over because he did some stuff. Hey, then give props to the guys who didn't do some stuff and won all the damn fights. That's Lennox Lewis and who we talking about today, Floyd Money Mayweather. He's just better than Pacquiao. We got to live with it. Even the Americans or the new Russians. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.